Lou Weiss again, yellow jacket and all, at the ISM annual event in Houston. I'm here with Tom Derry, who's CEO of ISM, and I want to thank you for sitting in with us for a few minutes. I know you're a busy guy. Matter of fact, I was a little concerned about the time if you were showing up on time, but you're here and you always do.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
It's my pleasure, Lou. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. Wow. It's really quite an event.
Thank you.
And Carly, yesterday, Farina, she gave a great speech. Dr. Yellen gave a great speech today. I mean, it was terrific.
Thank you. We've been hearing great things from all the members walking the aisles, stopping us, saying how much they appreciated those comments.
They were great. And I was pleased that they did a photo op, or at least one of them did.
Yeah.
When I go to these kinds of things, I like coming away with, one good idea, for me, and what I do. And I've had lots of ideas coming, 5 years now, 6 years.
Yeah.
And there was one thing that was said today that really struck me, and it was actually, I think, Tom Linton said it.
Yeah.
He said about driving the business. You drive your business, otherwise the business will drive you.
Right, I remember.
And it was so poignant and so important, a very important statement.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take that home with me. And there may be people not liking me have that thought in my mind, but it was great.
Well, Tom, I've known him now for 7 or so years. He is someone who has the talent for understanding a complex situation and crystallizing it and making it actually quite simple. And he attributed that to a mentor he had early in his career.
Yes.
But it makes perfect sense. Otherwise, if you're passive in the business, you're reacting to events that are happening to you and putting out this fire or that fire.
It's constant.
Yeah, and that okay, people show up and do that all day long. But what he's talking about is proactively setting the agenda for the business and making that happen. That's a
powerful,
very different way of being, affecting change.
And I've got a 3.5-hour ride on an airplane going home, and I'm going to write out my whole agenda for the next year.
Wow, that's fabulous.
It's going to be based on what he said. I did not tell. I met him later.
Yeah.
Actually, in a men's room. But very personable gentleman, and we've exchanged cards, and I'm sure we'll be talking to him again.
Good.
So, how many people do we have here this year?
I think about 2,500.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
It's great. The speakers were great.
Yeah.
They were really wonderful. What special things have come out of it that you have gotten out of it?
Yeah. Well, we started the opening general session yesterday morning with something a little different. We had video vignettes with each of our 30 under 30 supply chain star winners.
Right.
And each of them in a minute or so talked about what was important.
Yeah.
That really seemed to set an inspirational and positive tone. And then we recognized them in the opening of the session. We recognized the Richter Scholars. You mentioned Tom Linton, who won our Shipman Medal, which is the highest award that ISM bestows. So for me, when you draw a thread from the undergraduates who are Richter Scholars through the early professionals who are the 30 under 30 winners to the luminaries at the pinnacle of their career, we address the entire career spectrum at ISM, and I'm very proud of that. And ultimately, as a professional society, we should be about giving our members and the profession the tools and skills they need to continue to be successful and to be successful in the changing future. And that's the theme. That's the conclusion I would draw from that.
Well, not only that, but the 5 years that we're here, the changes that we've seen, not only here, but the changes that we've seen through Manufacturing Talk Radio.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed our banners. We have 5 podcasts now.
Yeah.
All about manufacturing from different angles. and it's really wonderful. And we've been having a good time with it.
Well, I'm thrilled for your success, and I think it reflects the change that we're experiencing, right? The change in business conditions and the change in our professional environment, and that's why demand for information like your podcast is increasing.
Right. And we've had, just in the last 2 years, we've had 1 million downloads.
Wow.
Of our shows, of 330 shows, just on Manufacturing Talk Radio. And then there's WHAM, Women in Manufacturing. I think we've done about 40 shows, and all the rest of them are fairly new, but growing. And we're going to be starting our ad campaign and start making this a paying operation instead of a funded operation.
Instead of a hobby, huh?
Yeah, hobby. My wife says to me, "So when are you going to retire?" I said, "Retire? What am I going to do? I'll probably start another company." So she knows not to even bring up the R word. So what are you doing about retirement? You're in for the long haul?
Absolutely. It's been 7 years now. It's my 6th conference with ISM, and I'm coming up on my 7th year anniversary this summer. It's as exciting a place to work as it has ever been. The profile of ISM and the profession has never been higher.
Right.
So why would I walk away from any of this?
That's what I say to my wife. Why would I want to walk away? We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the notoriety over this yellow jacket is amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's something you'll never be able to walk away from.
Well, I'll tell you, no. We came here Sunday night, and the United Airlines, did you get that? Lost my luggage for a while, till 2:30 in the morning. But we went to the networking event on Sunday night, so I didn't have my brand with me.
Yeah.
And nobody knew me. It was amazing. Craig, my engineer, and I were walking around, and nothing.
Yeah.
We stood in the middle of the room, and people just walking by us back and forth. Not saying there was only one, Anthony Nieves.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah.
And but it's really worked for us well, and we're having a lot of fun.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity to communicate to your entire audience the value of the PMI report, the NMI report, the insights that can come from that to help businesses fine-tune their strategies, understand the changing economic conditions that impact them. It's been a great partnership for us because it's getting the word out, and a resource that's very valuable.
And we give you more than 30 seconds,
not just a sound bite.
Not sound bites. So we actually we're talking to some people about some other things that we hopefully will be doing with ISM.
Good.
And strengthen the partnership and just keep going. We're really having a good time with it, and we do know that doing the reports every month with Anthony Nieves and Tim Fiore, we know that people listen to them. We can see the spike in our traffic stats.
Good.
So that's really great. So what are you doing for the rest of the day?
Well, the rest of the day I've got a few more interviews. I've got some volunteers to thank tonight at a reception, and then probably I'll make an early night of it. Got to get up early and start again tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, I did that last night because I was up the whole night before. We actually we're ISO registered, and we have been for 25 years.
Yeah, congrats.
And today we had the audit yesterday and today, which thank goodness you had this now, so I didn't have to be there. But we have good people working in QA, doing their job, and we passed with flying colors.
Oh, that's great news.
So I called and made my thank yous a little while ago. It was great. Tom, thank you.
Thanks, Lou. Always a pleasure.
It was always.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Very much.